I always just do regular makeup videos, so this time I was like, you know what, let me show you what goes into before I even do the makeup video. So I got this dress on from Fashion Nova and it's a 1X. I have 30-inch locks in currently, and so if they start getting any bit of wind blown to them, I start looking something like out the ring. So I'm at least going to put this up into a half up, half down. I started doing underwriting about 6 months ago, and it's really gotten me out of my shell as far as fashion goes. Where I'm from in the Midwest, if you're anything above like a size 6, people feel like you gotta shop in Lane Bryant or something like that. And, Lane Bryant's expensive. That seemed to be the only place, but I was wrong. As I started to lose weight, I started to try different things, try out different makeups again, and that's how I'm getting back into it. So I'm prepping my face and I'm going ahead and filling my eyebrows in. I like to use moisturizer and primer for my face first. And then I'm just using these upward stroke motions to fill in my eyebrows in the front. I have kind of thin eyebrows, so I like to fill them in like that because it makes them look more like hairs, especially after I clean it up. We got the Fit Me in the 338, and then we have Pat McGrath in medium deep. So I'm going to put Pat McGrath down under pretty much from the jawline below because it's a little bit darker. It's the color I usually wear during the summer. And then the Fit Me I'm putting on the upper cheekbone area, forehead area, nose, because it's a little lighter. It's the shade I normally wear in the wintertime. I'm just cleaning up my eyebrows now and patting them out, spreading that over. Pat McGrath's foundation comes on with such a heavy coverage on it. You can use it to clean up your eyebrows too, which is what I'm doing. Because I know a lot of people don't want to have to deal with a lot of steps like concealer and things like that. And on a day-to-day, when I'm going to work, I really don't. Like right now, I'm doing my makeup in my home office. And this is one of the days I have to actually go in the office too. So I have to go meet an agent and help him out with some paperwork. And you don't ever want to go to the office when you're meeting an agent looking like a bum. So I got a bunch of my makeups back, but I really started getting into setting with brown tones. So I'm using this Milani All of the Best Love mattes. And this color so far is Cinnamon Spice. I just put that over my overall eye area and a little bit above my crease. And then I'm going to put my second layer to kind of clean up my eyebrows, and I'm going to pull that down. What that's going to do is make me kind of a blended layer there. It's going to look not the same color as the foundation per se, but it also helps blend in and bring in that brown. And I'm using Cocoa Bean on the outer corners because it's a darker brown from this palette. And then I'm using Cinnamon Spice over it because I want warmness to this eye. I want to think fall whenever I look at this eye because fall's going to be leaving us pretty soon, as quick as it came. So Sienna Sunset's going to be an oranger brown that's in here. I'm using that and I'm spreading that out on my lid. I want to focus on my lid the most and then blend it outward so that it brings some of that warmth into the upper eye as well. Kind of still giving us our fall-y look that we want. And then you can use any bronze or gold highlight shade. Don't use a cheap one. It's not going to give you the look you want. And by cheap, I'm usually meaning like something, like a kid's palette or something like that. You know the difference. This bronzer from Nuvia's Place is my favorite one to use right now. I use it to just kind of do like a light contour of my face. I use the top shade, the one right above it in the deep palette. It's a little too dark for me. I only use it here and there for if I'm trying to do more of a harsher face look. I'm going to take that dark brown cocoa bean and I'm going to line my under eyes. And then could not find my eyeliner. I know my kids have something to do with it. So I'm going to use my dip brow since it's black. I'm going to use it to just draw in my little shadow wing here too. The angled brush in it helps a lot anyway. It kind of helps get you a guided angled line. putting a little gold on my nose and a little gold at the top of my cheek since I didn't really highlight. And then I'm going to use that Sienna Sunset orange on my cheeks as well. And then Miss Doubtfire for my lips with the NYX. And why I did it like that is because lately NYX, I don't know if they changed their lip cream formula, but it doesn't come on the same. That's why I'm patting it a little bit as well with my brush. So if you notice the consistency feels like it's not quite setting, patting it with that brush with a little bit of powder will help. On my eyelashes, I'm using individuals. I don't use the strips because they pull your lashes out, and I'm working on growing mine back in. I singed my left eye with a lighter, and ever since then they're uneven, so I use individuals to balance them out. I'm using a blend of the wispy spider legs and then the wispy curly lashes, and I'm alternating between those for this eye. And then we're going to put on some drops, and then I need to get up out of here and quit playing around before I'm actually late to go meet this agent. But before that, I got to do the walk. You know I do. So I got that in on my break. These are some of the other outfits I have that if you're interested in seeing for my next grwm, please comment on the video and I'd be happy to model them. Some of these other styles I'm interested in too, so if you see any, please just let me know and I'll be happy to try them on for you guys because I know nobody else wants to deal with Fashion Nova's refund process. Have a good weekend.